We are live.
Hello, hello.
Hello out there. Is anybody in our land?
I don't know.
Or
I've got. There we go.
I don't see anybody here. It might be just you and me, Kim.
Cool. That's doable.
Yep, very doable.
Wait a minute. I've got. There, I had to shut that down because I had echo, echo, echo.
Oh no. You know the way the light hits your ball of yarn there? It
Yeah,
really does look like it's a fruit, you know?
orange or a grapefruit or something.
Yeah, because it's lighter in the center for the
Yeah,
light reflection on it.
yeah, because I've got this overhead light here. So,
Yeah. Hi, Arlene.
hey, Arlene.
So today we decided maybe we would do dolls. I
Jean's
don't,
doing dolls. I'm doing some sort of crazy bird.
so, we really didn't have a plan. And we had talked about doing dolls. And even yesterday, we didn't come up with anything better to do. So, dolls is what you get today. So, before we get started, Kim, do you have any finish it?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
I've had a week from Hades. The only thing I've finished in the last probably 2 weeks is this little one of my little peckers, and that's it. Like I have not finished really anything.
Well, I did. And I want to thank everyone who watched last week's live because without that, I would not have finished what I finished. So we seen when I pulled out these little cards and I thought, oh, I forgot about these. I really want to make a journal. Hi, Susie. Hi, Arlene.
Hey
So,
Susie,
so what I have here is those little
go
cards.
front center, hon. Abracadabra. Jean, Jean.
I heard you. I heard you. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
not
that's right.
very,
I'm lagging because I can't see that screen. Sorry.
I'm just kind of, I don't know. With it, I'm here today, and that's about what we can call the best. So these are the little cards. They were all going to be stacked together and made into one book, but I didn't. Um, oh heck, what am I thinking? They was too big and it wouldn't close. It still doesn't close the best, but it's okay. And I left a big space here. I may change that so it closes better. But here it is, and I'm just going to quickly flip through it. It's a mixture of grunge and color. I just put pieces down. Might have put a word on it, might have put a little figure, a little thingy doodle thing.
Can you move down just about an inch, Jean? Because you're right at the top of the screen.
Okay. And so, anyway, nothing fancy, but you know what? I really like it.
I like it too.
And I poked holes here because I just decided it needed a little something there. There's tabs on there that have no rhyme or reason. I just put them on. That's the best way for tabs in me. There's just no rhyme or reason. And so that's my book. I had done all of this 2 pages together with this fabric, but I didn't have a wide enough strip to do the spine. So this is a piece of an old quilt. So that was my first finish it. And this was the other one, which was also in that box. This is some fabric that I just splotched India ink on and then torn to shreds. And I did a little stitching on here. It's kind of fun because I don't know about anybody else, but as I get older, I forget things. So now I know that when I wrap this, it's the one that has stitches is the one you unwrap instead of trying to go through them all. Not that that helped. I'd still grab the other one, but anyway. So this is just a bunch of different jelly prints, collages, and that's
Jean,
my
can you move
cover.
down an inch, please? We can't see.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Go
so,
ahead, bossy, eh?
well, I get going and I don't look at the screen. So I have no plan, no nothing. I just put things together. Some pages are partial pieces stitched together. When I started this, I had this new punch that punches the slots there. So there were slots all over these pages. So I had to do something with that. And in addition to doing all of these pages in this and the other one, I used some of that washi tape when Kim and I made washi tape. So I was using up what I had. I was very proud. Oops. I guess we need some glue on this one. We'll leave it there for now.
Hey,
And
Sherry.
I just picked up different pieces that was laying around. Some of them I kept them just like they were, the shape they were cut. And so this one has 3 pieces stitched together. And all of them are just torn papers. Make the page, little tabs even on the bottom. And this was kind of fun. This is some of the washi tape that Kim and I made. And I used, let me think. Oh, just used the tape and made tabs. Just put it through the hole and smashed them on. And then in other places, like here's the tape, I just folded it over and made the little tabby thing. So I did that because I used a good tape in what I made them. So it seems to hold up. And anyway, there's, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to this. And I love it. This is something that I don't know if I took a paid class or what with Robin Marie somebody. I already forgot. Anyway, this was her way of doing a book, and so I just took it and went with my own way. And this is a good one. This is a good one for everyone. You are worth fighting for. And of course, when I showed my husband, he says, fantabulous. He says, that's not really a word. And I said, it doesn't matter.
It is so.
That's what
I
I
use
think.
it all the time.
And paint is only wasted if it stays in a tube. I thought that was a good ending. So, the words don't even go together. There's no theme. There's just stuff. And I really like both of these.
They're
I
lovely.
probably won't keep them very long because most of my joy came from the making of them. To me, it's just now something else to look at every once in a while and go from there. So I'm going to show what started our thoughts on dolls. Is these little girls right here. And that's the funky faced one, which of course I like better than the one they did the pattern on. And I still want to do this. I want to do her a weird face like this. But I don't have time in a show today to paint it and stitch it together and then decorate it. So what I'm going to do is a long time ago. And I'm
When the earth was green.
what?
Singing. All good.
Okay. I thought I was doing something wrong again.
No.
So I have this pattern, and I still have this pattern I found recently for these dolls. And I made a ton of these. Well, maybe not a whole ton, but really a lot. And I changed the patterns and different patterns and made all these dolls. Some are slightly embellished. It could have more, but I like it because of the way the paint. This is a jelly print fabric. These are painted fabric, and then these are just
Hi,
batiks.
Cindy. They're lovely. The blue one's a mermaid, guys.
Yeah, that's a mermaid. And then this is the only one I really finished. And of course, it could still have a lot more, but I put some beads on it, and put this little charm as a face, and did hair. Some of it's stitched down, and then some of it's floppy. And of course, she has a necklace because all pretty girls have necklaces on. So, what I thought I'd do is I would start embellishing one of these. I even made some ugly ones. See, these were felt, and then I felted stuff on them. I don't really like them, so I decided now I'm going to put them in the toy box because my twins would think they're fun to carry around and or throw. So, oh, I love jelly printing on fabric. So I think I missed saying hi to anybody. Speak up. Oh, thank you, Arlene. They might be okay once I did more to them. So I took my needles and I poked through these to see which ones were going to be the easiest to sew on with a beading needle. And so this one won. So this is the one I'm going to decorate today. But I did copy the pattern real quick and cut it out because I do want to make that. I think what I'm going to do is like I did the mermaid, where I just stitched around it after I had already, um, I cut it out and painted it and then just stitched and didn't have to turn it inside out. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do with this pattern. I'm going to make the arms a little wider so they're easier, and I'm going to do the head funky. So, but that's for down the road. Although I do have fabric ready and could work on that now, but go back to the both of us and we can see what is Kim working on. Kim,
Well,
you're front and center.
Jean sent me a picture of something that she wants to make. And because I don't have a sewing machine that's working, I'll be singing this song for another month or so. Um, anyway, since I still don't have a sewing machine, I figured I would do the little bird, a little bird that Jean sent me a picture of. So, Jean, if you've got that, can you show it on your phone or something if you're able to? Because I don't have a secondary thing down here to show it. Um, but as you were showing those dolls, I thought, oh, where's my pattern for my damn it dolls? Pardon the language. Because I used to do that with one of my girlfriends. We had a whole bunch of them and we would sell them at craft sales and stuff. But I thought those would be kind of fun. I could give them to my kids for Mother's Day.
There you go. Did I send it to you in Messenger?
Yes, it's way back there. Well, not that far. So anyway, sent me the picture of these cute little birds, and so I grabbed yarn and I'm gonna make just a little goofy bird with dangly legs, and it could go up with my other crocheted things, my F-bomb and my eyeballs and things.
It must be way back there.
You know what? I could probably send it to you again so that it's front and center in yours.
Okay, that would be good.
Okay, I'll do that. Doot, 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 doot.
Oh, is it the glam chicks?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they were birds, but they
Uh,
are. I thought they were like little people.
well, I could make them little people, but
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Can you show the picture,
Yeah,
please?
I'm sitting here showing it, but I'm not even on screen. See, they're cute little peoples. Well, chicks, birds. I'm sorry. I really didn't know they were
You need to,
birds,
yeah,
but I see the beaks now.
yeah, you got to move down just a little bit. There you go. Look, aren't those fun? They got like really fuzzy heads and shoes. I don't know where they get their shoes. We can only see the bottom of them. There we go. Thank you. But they've got sunglasses.
I know. I love the. That's what I was gonna get on to. Oh, well, I would probably check the Amazon first, but like Oriental Trading or something, and see if you could get mini sunglasses. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I mean,
So anyway, I figured I had this. I think it's wool because it's a hand me down from a friend. So that's what I'm doing is I'm making one of those little whatever they are.
hmm,
But I love the hair.
I do too. It looks like some of the yarns have been unraveled to get
Yeah,
that little kinky look.
yeah.
But I do have a crimper thing that I use. I know it's a crimper because it's got the ridges in it, but I still use it to straighten my threads because if you pull it through quickly, it
Yeah.
straightens cords and threads when you unravel them.
Arlene, that's funny. That's funny.
That is. Oh,
Awesome. Awesome, Cindy. True bed hair, eh? Well, mine are going to be birds.
well, they're still dolls,
Well, yeah.
sort of.
And I'm only doing the one, so as far as I can get. I'm going to try and get it finished in this stream too. Well, I will get most of it completed.
And I am using a double-ended um, big eye needle, so y'all don't have to sit and watch me thread needles. So I grabbed one tray of beads and one tower of beads because I got to have a few little bigger beads because we need to make some boobies. And I still really want to put boobies on my mermaid too.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is coming from, but I guess the older you get, you know. Speaking of getting older, I think yesterday I have two people in this town that commented to someone they loved or someone they know. I had to help this one little old lady today, and she came in twice. And the other one is, I helped a little old lady today. I feel so good. So we're going to start with the first one. Um, I have Verizon. I noticed that my Disney Channel wasn't on my bill and it wasn't working. So I went in to find out why. The lady was nice. She just seemed preoccupied with other things, but that's okay. That's not part of the story. Anyway, we ended up changing my plan, got me Disney, Hulu, and ESPN for less than what I was paying for Disney. And so she got me set up to where all I had to do was sign in. So I come home and I go through all the technical stuff that drives you crazy. And I ended up shutting my phone down. And every time I'd go to put in my to the spot where I needed to put in my email, I didn't get a keyboard. So I went back. She didn't understand that. She'd never seen that. She ended up starting me completely over, rejoining my Verizon app, and finally got me a keyboard. And so I finally got it all set up, and that was fine. But I'm sure that I was the discussion somewhere in her life last night about a little old lady. And then I went, prior to that, I went to Dollar Tree. They weren't packed or busy. So I thought, oh, let's go ahead and get our Easter stuff. And I have 5 grandkids. So we're talking, 5 Easter baskets full of candy and stuff. And um, I ended up, when I checked out, I don't know about anybody else's, but the Dollar Trees around here have these great big poles on them so the carts can't go outside.
Yep.
And so I had 5 bags, and then I bought these big tubs for their Easter baskets. And she didn't put those in a bag. So I was carrying those by one end and then all the bags and my purse. This young lady walked out before me. I'm giving you this description because this description, under normal circumstances, a lot of people would shy away from this. She was really skinny in a crop top, really cute little girl. And I'm saying little girl, she's probably, in her 20s, and several piercings. And she held the door for me, which men seem to always hold the door around here, women, so so. And so, anyway, I said, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. And she says, well, no problem. And, you know, I'm a talker, in case you didn't know. And I said, you know how it is. We got to make one trip. We can't make 2 trips because, that's kind of a joke for most people. And she looks over at me and she says, here, let me take that. Where's your car? And I pointed to my car and she says, she gets over there and she reaches to open the door. Of course, my car doors are locked. And so I just go push the button and she opens the door and puts that in and helps me put my bags in. And she says, I said, well, thank you so much. She says, that's okay. You look like you were struggling. And, this was a young person. And so that was my good human story. It's nice to have a good human story once in a while because they're few and far between some days.
And I bet you didn't have one of those thank you posies to give her.
No, I did not. No.
Well, but still, I'm sure, she appreciated the verbal thanks for sure.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Sherry, a troll would be fun to make.
A troll.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I loved trolls growing up. I mean, I just loved them. So let's start off with. Nope, don't like those beads.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. I think that would be good for boobies. Too big? Not big
I've got
enough?
some plastic shell beads that you could use for your mermaid. Mind you, you could just use those small shells like from the hanging planters, and I don't know if you guys get
Oh,
them.
yeah. I do have some shell sequins.
Oh, that could work too.
And they're in green. Well, one is in green. Oh, there's 2 of them. Let's just dump them out. I think Kim really knew that my heart was in the mermaid. I mean, I don't know why.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, she needs to have those.
That's perfect. And the color's perfect.
Yeah. Should they go up? Yeah, I think they should go up. Maybe one should go up, one should go down. No, that looks stupid. I'm going to have to do them this way since there's, well, no, wait. I can get my little hole punch and put another hole in there that will,
For the bottom of them.
yep, I can sew them on in two places. So we're going to, oh, wait, there is two holes. But at the top, they're still going to want to hang down. So one more little stitch isn't going to hurt. Started to get rid of this punch because I don't use it much. And then I started doing sequins and I was like, oh, well, there you go. This is a perfect little punch for that.
Hey, Sherry, you get much snow? We got probably 2.5 inches here.
On top of your lake?
Oh, yeah, my lake is twice the size because the ditch is frozen. So the street behind us is backing up and whatever. Yeah, so we actually had a snowfall warning yesterday. We didn't get as much as they said, but got enough. My neighbor had his snowblower out. I think Ron just pushed ours. Too much? Yeah, I know. Got friends complaining it's spring break here and there's no spring.
Yeah, this needle's not going to work for this fabric, though. It's not strong enough. So I'm going to have to thread a needle.
Ugh, come on.
So, it's not as always that I need the magnifying, but I definitely need the light that goes on my magnifier. So I
Yeah.
am going to show you all a secret.
A secret.
Yeah, this is what I do. My husband likes to go to breweries when we travel. That's just a given. So I don't drink beer, and I usually just get water and I sit there. So I started taking my journal to doodle in a little bit while he's there. And most breweries are dark. So come on. There it is. My phone has its own little flashlight here, So I
Mm-hmm.
take it and a cup of water and I put, I don't know, you can't even see that. I, I'll pull way up. I put my phone like this with the flashlight down, and I have my own special light just so that I can work. But it's actually not really working here because it's just not. It's just not enough light with the light that's on already. But it is a handy little thing to have when you are somewhere and you need extra light because otherwise you lose your stupid needles. Yes, I'm having it morning. Let's see.
Sure, yeah, that's about the amount of snow we got as well.
You can visit with Kim. I'm going over to the other table and I'm going to get this thing threaded.
I am just decreasing for the top of the little critter's head. That's a decent sized little critter. Especially if I've got to, you know, do the rest of the stuff to it, with the hair on, etc., 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 etc. Guess I need to stuff it before that gets too small. Kind of egg-shaped, sort of. And I think I'm just going to crochet the legs so they're going to be dangly. And mine aren't going to have shoes. I will do crochet toes and then some wings. It's going to be like a little chick. But I don't know if I'm definitely going to do the froofy heads. Don't know if it's going to have a hat or not. Yeah, no, Ron wasn't too happy when he got up either. Um, both my kids were flying in from various places last night. Both their planes were delayed. One of them got home at 3 this morning, and they were supposed to be in at 12:30. So I don't know. Don't know. Just weird. Just weird, weird, weird. Almost looks like a little lemon. Or you know how they had those fake water balloons? It was out of a special yarn. I can't even remember the yarn, but you would soak them in water and then peg people with them instead of balloons so that it wasn't as bad for the environment. They were definitely this kind of a shape. And they actually hurt if you pegged someone hard enough because they were heavy, really heavy by the time they were soaked in water. Okay, I need stuffing. Stuffing. Now, I too will be back in a second, but I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm just going to grab the bag and bring it over here.
Well, I'm glad you know where you're going because I'm not having any luck with this stupid needle. I'm about ready to get a normal needle out.
Got my stuffing. See, I'm back already. Can't believe how low on stuffing I am. I'm very excited. I had lunch with a girlfriend yesterday, and she has a gel plate. And she's in town here, so we are going to play on gel plates on Monday at her place.
That sounds like fun.
It's gonna be. She's only gel plated once, so I'm gonna be taking all kinds of stuff over to play with. It's going to be a blast.
Well, my whole plan may change on my little mermaid or doll or whatever the heck I decide to work on because I can't get it. I'm using a different thread than what I usually use. This is Nymo, which is a good beading thread. I usually use a Japanese one that's silk, and it's very, very strong.
Nice.
But I
Yeah,
wanted something that was more into the colors of what I was stitching.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Arlene, I'm really excited about that. That we're doing it at somebody else's house. Yeah, we've done mosaics and stuff together. Um, we used to do craft shows and things. And then with the pandemic and various other stuff, we just haven't been in touch for a while. So, oh, where are those plastic things that Ron built me? Where did I put those? Those would make great big, or maybe I should just use googly eyes. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, this doll is. I think that the little seashells is going to be sufficient for her. because I'm going through painted
Oh yeah.
canvas, and then I'm covering a little bit of the stitched on fabrics too, and it's taken a lot of effort to put the needle through.
Yeah.
You know, after you said something the other day about gonna jelly plate, it seems like all of a sudden everything that shows up on my phone is jelly plate, and then I'm like, wonder if that's a sign that I need to go jelly plate again. I don't have any jelly plated fabric left. So there's my mermaids.
Hang on. I have to answer this. Okay. Oh, she's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I would like to put scales on her somewhere, even if it's just a little patch, but she really is very hard to sew through, and I don't think that I have the patience for that today. So
Yeah.
we're going to take a little stitch or two back here and secure those little seashells and call it okay for now.
Should have put something in the bottom of that.
You know, I'm wondering if you did that in wool and then you could felt it and make little felted
I'm
creatures.
wondering if this is wool, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Because it doesn't have a label, but it's got that feel to it. It doesn't feel like it's a, but it doesn't have the lanolin. Like,
is it a blend possibly?
you know what? I haven't a clue. I This is one of the bags that a friend gave me when her mom went into care. So I couldn't even begin to hazard a guess. All I know is it's a thinner yarn. I used a smaller hook and it stretches like mad. So it's okay. I will just close this top off and then I will roll it back and forth like you would with a bun and
Uh-huh.
shoot level out, is what I'm thinking. Oh, where's this? Come. There we go. It's almost like a little pineapple now.
A big difference in stitching on this. Even using a regular needle, this is wonderful.
And I mean, I am going to be putting a whack load of hair on this. So it's going to be a rag mop kind of thing.
Good morning, Belinda.
Hey, Belinda, nice to see you. All right, so I got this goofy looking thing.
After doing this little piece, I have determined just this one stitch right here that I might start doing my bead embroidery with bigger beads
Yeah,
because the heavier needle is wonderful.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Now, how? Well, you know what? What do I want? What do I want? I have a piece of cardboardy, kind of really hard cardstock. I'm just going to wrap it and make a bunch of hair and add it. I'll do that off screen because that's could be a little bit brutal to watch. Make people seasick. So that other one, Jean, if you, because she's painted canvas, right?
Uh-huh.
Could you not do almost like a, you know how on paper, or not paper toll painting, when you go layer over layer for the roof of houses, you know, that little, like, what are they called? Cedar shake roofs, right? So that
Uh-huh.
they're kind of like rounded. Couldn't you do that? Paint the scales on?
I could. I could.
Just wondering.
I'm probably going to have to change these because they're not even, and that's going to drive me crazy. But maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I kind of like her with her little patches and stuff. I may think she's good enough. I do think she needs to have some hair that I can stitch easily, although
Yeah.
this is packed firm. I don't know how I packed stuffing in there so tight, but I
Yeah.
did.
Well, I mean, I could have packed this a whole lot tighter, but you know, I like to throw these kinds of things at the grandkids. Like, I'm not a nice grandma.
And they probably wouldn't have it any other way. Now, my oldest grandson and we wrestle and roughhouse quite a bit. I got a knot in my thread too. I only got this many inches to get it through. So we're gonna see what we can do. Think that this fabric is polka dotted. So that means it's gonna be polka beaded.
Nice.
So we're just gonna get a few colors using my magic little spoon here.
You know, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, maybe not. I love these little spoons though. They make me happy. That still doesn't go good in the story, does it?
No. No.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but I am not a fan of transparent beads. I like the color that comes with an opaque bead.
Yeah. Me too. Although, I guess it depends on what I'm doing because I
Yeah.
do use a fair bit of transparent beads.
Oh, I did make something new this week.
No,
Several
maybe
things.
not.
I made these. Got to take them off.
What'd you make?
These bracelets.
Oh, right.
So I
Jean
did
did the,
one that was a double strand because I recently found these little slider things that you can put your threads through. My problem is the holes don't always work for the ones that I want to use it for, so I got to experiment with the thread before I can do it. But you can just slide them, pulling on the ends. And so they're kind of an adjustable, but I've done them where you do the macrame closures,
yeah,
but I'm not a big fan of those because sometimes the knots just don't stay. So I did this because I think at my retreat, this is what we're going to make.
cool.
And I did this one, and I did a couple others with some different kind of beads. Here's what I've done so far. I did the Tila beads, which are the little 2-hole tiles. This one's doesn't have anything tied on the ends of it yet, so I don't want to stretch it out. But I did this one and this one. These are going with me to the birthday party of the twins tomorrow, and one's going to my daughter and one's going to my daughter-in-law.
Nice.
I need to keep those where I can see them so I can sew those beads on. They both have birthdays in April. And then I did this one. It's a 2-hole bead too. These are called super duos. And then I've got size 11 beads between them. I love the bracelet now that it's finished. Will I make another one? The jury's still out. And then I'm sure I've showed you my little square tube that I've done. It is finished. I just got to string the flexible wire through it and make it a bracelet. So it's going to have a clasp and everything on it. So I have been doing art. I've not just been sitting around being lazy. Now that I'm retired.
Well, it's not that I'm lazy. I've been reconnecting with a lot of people the last little while.
That's good. I don't know enough people around here to reconnect with. Seems like every time I get a good friend here, they move.
That's never fun.
Yep, 3 of them so far, and then one is still. I mean, she'll be moving in May probably. So
Susie's asking you about your sale, hun.
not really. It was really cold. I mean, in the low 40s around here. That's really cold. And then the wind picked up about 10 o'clock, and I said, that's it. I'm not chasing stuff down the street. We pulled it all in. I made about $150. I wasn't in it for the money. I was in it to get my stuff out of the house. So I have pulled a few things in, and I am going to attempt to do some short videos where first thing I brought in was a few jewelry making books and a few mixed media paper arts kind of books. And I thought I'd do a quick flip through. I'm hoping less than a 30-minute video and say these I have these books and this is their price plus shipping, and send me an email if this is something you want. I will also do that with a few other supplies, and I have lots and lots and lots of bags of stuff. Like,
Not laughing. Not laughing.
like, you know, broken necklaces, charms, little bits and bobs that, you put together for all kinds of things. And they are all bagged up. And so I don't know for sure what I'm going to do. I have a lot of linens and stuff, and that is what I'm going to do with those. But that's down the road, because the first thing I need to do is get this garage sale stuff out of my garage so I can take my stuff and put it in the garage so I know what I've got to do things with. But it's way better than it was. Way better. So thank you for asking. It's still an ongoing process. It could be a couple of months before I have a sale again. I have to do it on a weekend of my husband's weekend off because I don't want to drag all that stuff out there all by myself. And this is his weekend off. This would have been the perfect one. It's supposed to be really nice. but we have birthday parties tomorrow. And then the next one could be our Easter weekend. So I don't know for sure. Because the actual Easter weekend, we have uh, is not his. Sorry, I can't do two things at once anymore. Um, I'm not
Not
saying I
laughing. Not laughing.
ever. um, my my son's weekends off are always the same as my husband's. I don't know how we got lucky and worked that out. So we may have to do Easter a week early. There, finally. I just needed to shut up, not think about two things, and talk. I don't know if I showed them the little bugs either. Oh, Kim, that's so cute. I really love the plastic sunglasses, but I think you might need to make your little paper sunglasses.
Yeah, I might.
I don't know. Big googly eyes would be good too.
I'm thinking like big googly eyes. I don't know. I don't know. I'll go grab the googly eyes and see if what I decide.
So I found this going through all my magazines. I don't know if I shared this or not because the first thing I seen was our scrappy balls, and I remembered I had this scrappy ball. Is that not the perfect bug body? So I just need to find a bug head, and I got so much wire. It's not even funny. I could make wired bugs from my house to Kim's. I promise you, I could do that. There's that many bugs. That's there that much wire around here.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, that's just as cute as the sunglasses.
Or I could go smaller eyes. Oh, the small eyes could be fun.
Yeah, I like the big ones.
Okay.
It's better to see you with, my dear.
Yeah. Yes. All right. I shall continue on with this. We will leave those eyes out. I'm going to add this on for long, dangly legs. Okay, so if he's sitting, they got to go about here. I'm thinking up there, about here.
Arlene likes the big eyes too.
Awesome. Big eyes it is.
Sewing on these beads just scattered like this is kind of peaceful. Don't have to think about it.
I can see that.
Except that her little body keeps catching my string. I have learned a very valuable lesson in my beading lately. You do not have to get out a ton of beads.
Uh huh.
You can get out just a few and grab more if you need them. And that way you don't have to sort them when you put them away.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The bigger needle is better, but it does come undone a little easier, although it's pretty easy to fix it. I'm still wandering around trying to find the perfect needle for my life. And trust me, I have a lot of needles.
I believe you.
So, does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend?
No.
We have a birthday party for the twins. I think um, I think today is their actual birthday. I'm not sure. Them and my granddaughter I have the hardest time with remembering their birth dates. And the biggest reason for that is um, my middle grandson, his birthday is the day after Papa's. So that's easy to remember. And then the oldest grandson, I was there for so long and everything that I just remember. And he was the first. Maybe that's where the memory thing comes in. A good metallic paint pen, bronze colored. I'm
Oh,
not really sure on that, but I do know that for gold and silver, I like the hmm, I thought I had the name on the tip of my tongue and I lost it. They have a spray out too.
I got these at a dollar store, and they're metallics, and it's called Color Factory. I don't know who makes them, and it's a dual tip pen. They come in sets of three. I can't remember what all. Um, Probably this, and I've got like three sets here. Probably the silver, gold, and is that bronze or copper? Can't remember. Anyway, these are really, really nice pens to work with. Maybe they come in fours. And they got different numbers on them, like 218, 106. I don't know if that's a 99 or a 66. CG6. I don't know. Anyway, I really like these. And like I said, I got them at a dollar store. But I also like the Sharpie metallics.
Whoever it is makes the gold leafing, and they have silver leafing and a gold leafing pen. I don't know if they have a bronze or not. That was my favorite. I just haven't used one for a long time. What I have in my stash right now, in my markers that I see, is a Zig paint marker and a deco color. And I don't know how either one of them work. So we'll just kind of shake them up and see. The metallic paint pens of Sharpies are pretty good. This one is kind of a calligraphy tip, and it seems to be pretty good. These are all oil based, so they're gonna they stink a little bit. Yeah, this one doesn't even want to work. It might work if I just give it a little more time, but I keep wanting to say, and in my mind I'm thinking, there it is, Krylon. Krylon makes a silver and a gold leafing pen. I don't know if they have a bronze or not.
The Liquitex acrylic inks, they have a beautiful, beautiful bronze.
I just found this one, I believe. I think it's copper, but it's really good. So you might look at Deco Color because that was what the silver was, and then the copper. I kept thinking I knew, for some reason I wanted to say Xyron, but I just leaned back, looked up on the shelf because I knew I had Sealer in the same brand, and it's Krylon. So if they have the bronze, then I would think it would be good. And it is, of course, quite a bit more expensive than some of the others. But I have some cheaper paint pens here, and they're seem to have some decent metallic colors in them. I don't know if there's a bronze. It probably is, like you said, looks a little more brown. Well, now this is weird. I just pulled this paint pen to test, and this is what it looks like. Green. Maybe I didn't shake it enough. Yeah, I evidently didn't shake it enough. It's supposed to get sparkly. I mean, the lid is sparkly. Yeah, I don't know. Now you got me wondering, Kim, Laura, Arlene, whoever.
You with the face between your ears, you know.
Yeah. I told you it was just one of those days today. I'm about ready to have my husband take me in for Alzheimer's testing. I read somewhere that if you can't smell peanut butter, that's a sign that you got Alzheimer's. I had a peanut butter cup yesterday and I couldn't smell the peanut butter. It might be the chocolate was overwhelming, and maybe that's not the total smell of peanut butter. I don't know. But I was too nervous to go smell peanut butter and see. I don't even know if we have peanut butter in our house.
We do not.
We probably do not. Because I have no need for it. I don't like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter, but I'm allergic.
Oh,
So Ron has some, but it's out in the shop. So he'll take a couple of pieces of bread and a knife out to the shop so he can have his peanut butter.
yeah, I can eat peanut butter cups or peanut butter cookies, but I don't like peanut butter.
I think I want to hot glue gun those eyes on.
It sounds like a plan.
See, I made up toes.
Oh, how cute.
And I'm going to have to make little wings, but I got to finish putting this hair in too. But I got to glue the eyes on, guys. I got to glue those eyes on.
Well, yeah, because he can't see what you're doing.
They'd be going, ow, 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 ow.
I think the reason I'm not a fan of peanut butter has something to do with the texture. Um, I don't mind peanut butter in most things. I don't like to eat a peanut butter sandwich. I don't like it sticking to the roof of my mouth, that kind of thing. It's funny how some people have a texture problem with some things and other people don't. Like my husband and I were just talking about that last night. There was something he says, "Well, I don't like it because it's a texture thing." Oh, powdered sugar. We were watching a cooking show, and they put some powdered sugar on this dessert. He says, "I don't like it. It's a texture thing. I don't like the way it feels." And I'm like, "Well, how it feels doesn't matter. It just tastes good." So
Yeah, some people have definite texture issues.
yeah, I'm usually one of those. I used to not eat strawberries because of the texture.
Oh,
And I don't know, sometime I had them in something I liked and it was good. And so I have strawberries. I love strawberries now, but I really don't eat them much. We'll have some kind of strawberry something on Easter because I don't know, it seems like a tradition. But my twins, they like fruit. So when there's a fruit plate and strawberries, yeah, grandma doesn't eat them because there's got to be enough for them.
hi, Carol. Nice to see you.
Hi, Carol. It's funny how I mean, in July, we will have been married 45 years. And some of the things my husband doesn't like, I'm just now finding out about. Like,
You know, I could kind of relate to that. After all these years of spaghettis and lasagnas and whatever, I find out he doesn't like cooked tomatoes. But when he says cooked tomatoes, it's if I do like a taco soup and there's chunks of tomatoes in there.
yeah, there's a difference. A tomato sauce is fine, or based, is fine, but you get big. I'm just now where I can eat it with bigger chunks in there.
Oh, I could just chop a tomato in four and eat it, like cook it.
Well, if I'm going to chop a tomato in fourths and eat it, I'm going to eat it raw. I used to go out in the garden and walk down the road and pick tomatoes and eat them until I found out I was allergic to the plants.
Ah,
I can eat tomatoes like crazy. I just can't touch the plants.
Huh.
So, do you have a food that you absolutely do not like?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking to anybody that wants to answer.
I cannot stand liver or kidney because my mom used to boil it every week for her dogs. She would boil enough for the week. The whole house would smell like boiled liver. And no, no way, no way, not eating that. Nope,
So, you don't eat liver at all?
nope, not allowed in my house.
I like liver and onions,
Nope,
but I like it a whole lot better when my husband makes it.
can't do it. Just can't do it.
Well, that's interesting, Arlene. When we first got married, Gary would not put onions in anything and would not eat them if they were in anything. And I was no peppers in anything.
How did you
And
survive?
well, now I'm still not a huge pepper fan, but I do like them in things. And so now, and he loves onions. He puts onions. I mean, that's
Peppers and onions go in absolutely darn near
everything.
everything I cook. Like
Yeah.
really.
My line used to be I don't like coconut, bananas, pineapple, and raisins. And I still don't like coconut and bananas. I had some pineapple yesterday, and it was the best pineapple I ever ate. It was superb. I don't like raisins to just eat raisins, but I don't mind them in things. I will eat them when they're in things.
Avocado's nasty.
I like avocados. Uh, that's one of those foods. The last time we had crab legs, we were discussing foods, and we neither one had seafood growing up. His was his parents' religion, but mine was just, living right smack dab in the middle of the United States. Seafood wasn't really a thing for us. Seafood was catfish caught out of the pond. And so we got thinking, and I was like, you know what? I think avocados are like that. I never had avocados growing up. And still, my mom never liked them. I don't know if she ever ate them. That's good. I used to love it when we'd go to the Mexican restaurant and I'd get everybody's guacamole, but yeah, more people are starting to eat it. So, as in our family, so that doesn't happen. There's combos of food I don't like. Like, I'm not a big fan of corn in a tomato based something, like a soup or something. I'm not a big fan of that. I've gotten to where I cannot throw up when I eat it, so that's a good thing. It's
Thanks,
kind of
Karen.
it's kind of crazy that some of the foods I eat now, I eat because somebody else cooked them for me. If it was something, it's not something I would order, but I am a respectful eater.
I still wouldn't eat liver or kidney. I mean, my mom was British, right? So there was like steak and kidney pie. Like, no, sorry, just no. Okay, we need some little wingies.
I don't mind turnips now. I never liked them growing up. And I love garlic. I have never put garlic in my eggs, so I don't know. I never liked spinach either, but I don't mind it if you take fresh spinach and cook it, or if you have fresh spinach in your salad. Now what does she need? Those were the two things that I knew I would do. Guess I could make her beady eyes.
I love making stuff up as I go along.
Isn't that the best way to work?
I think so.
I was going to try not to go get anything else, but I'm not finding what I want in a sequin. So we will grab the sequin box.
Sure about spinach makes you gag? My mother-in-law used to make like a pureed spinach. She'd cook it up and then put it in the blender and add milk or something. Oh, nasty.
Oh,
So it was like a green, smeary, I don't know.
that sounds awful.
But I mean, I didn't really eat a lot of vegetables when I was growing up. My dad didn't like vegetables. So, of course, I wouldn't eat vegetables. Now I love vegetables.
My little brother never ate vegetables. Never. And, on the top of that list, of course, was onions. Now he grows everything you can think of under the sun in his own garden and eats it all.
Yeah. But your taste buds change. Every 6 years, actually, your taste buds change. I was told by a nurse. Because working in a nursing home, some of the food I was questioning, like, because I knew darn well that some of the foods those people would never have had normally, and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't mind eating some of the weirdest things. Okay, I got one little wing. Did that does that work?
Oh,
I need
yes.
to
How
come on.
cute.
I'm gonna stick the rest of this hair in too, though. Still, still think he needs like the sunglasses or something. Glasses and this. Yeah, my mom had a garden. We had lots of veggie kind of things.
We had a garden once we moved out in the country. We don't have medium-sized sequins I have lots of big ones and lots of little ones.
So if I took black paper and put it behind these, they could look like sunglasses.
Yeah.
So then they could be, let's do the other wing. Can't fly on one wing. That's my neighbor's line. Can't fly on one wing.
I have to do something real quick.
Okay.
When I was digging through my sequins, there were, you know how they kind of stick together and stuff?
Oh, yes.
And I saw something in the bag that was all I could see. You know, it was like, oh, that's what that is. No, that's not what that is, but that's what it looks like to me. So I'm actually cutting up a sequin right now to get what I think I saw and see if it looks more like what I thought it looked like. And all it was something else was sitting on it. It kind of changed its shape. So I'm going to cut till I get that shape. This is way too much work, but it's still cute. So I'm going to bring this down closer. So here is a seashell. It looks like a seashell, right? Okay. Well, there was things laying on it, and all I could see was a little ghost. Let's see if it shows up better on there.
That is a little ghost. That's cute.
So I just cut his. I'm looking for something with some color. See, maybe you can see it better. Yeah, I just cut this part out and curved his little head up there a little bit, and I just made a ghost sequin.
Nice.
How many times am I going to need a ghost sequin in my life?
You never know. Yeah, Sherry, that could be cute too. Little crocheted glasses. This is a very yellow bird. Too bad I don't have a banana tree.
Okay, I'm just
There, I
gonna.
just have to add all these hair things, and I'm going to call this little dude done.
He's really cute. He would be really cute stuck in Easter baskets.
My kids don't do Easter baskets. They're big kids now.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who's got like just one grandbaby, and I'm not doing another. So April 4th is your hubby's birthday. That was my mom's birthday too. was. I guess that if I really wanted to do a series of these chicks with sunglasses, I could always get my daughter to make me some out of Fimo.
Yes.
But I mean, so think about it. If I took like the pipe cleaner, I could put enough glue over it, dip it in glue and make it nice and smooth so it's plasticky,
Mm-hmm.
and then do the black circles and put the black paper behind so that they would look like sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
I think this little bird, because he's so yellow, needs a big bow of a different color.
I think you're right.
Oh, wait. You know, I could paint that their top hat and take the screw out of the top and glue that top hat down. That could be really cute.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what I'll do.
Well, I don't know what color I want to make the eyes, so we're just gonna go with it. Hopefully we come up with a good one. Gonna do my thread a little bit different this time since
Okay, that's out.
it goes through the needle way too easy and comes off the needle way too easy. We're just gonna work with a doubled strand.
Yes. What color should I do the top hat? And it's, I should do it the way I did the ones at Christmas with some little silk flowers on and some greenery. So, what color? Do. Let's plug that back. No, I have to paint it first. What color? What color? What color? Turquoise? Orange?
I'm game for either of those colors. I think there somebody in the box probably has a better idea than me.
I've got this neon orange. I got darn near every color paint, Sherry. Let me see what I've got in the way of silks because it will have to match the silk. So I've got white, I've got pink. Yeah, black might work best. So I've got the whites. I think they're a little big. I've got these little pinky ones. Nope. I've got these little, oh, those are cute. I could get away with just one of those and a nice colored ribbon, maybe. I really like this color on it, though. Maybe I'll do it black with these. What do you think? One of those.
Well, Belinda, I've got blue, green, and orange. I like the green; it looks good, but the green is it still kind of looks like
Paint it first.
they kind of get lost a little bit. So we're gonna come over here and We're going to play a little bit. The eyes are a little high there, maybe. So
Where
we have
my paint thing.
orange. My nails need trimmed down. They're getting in my way.
This is a gloss black, so that should be lovely. All my paint brushes are upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Shine on. What have I got in the bathroom that I washed?
So there is the orange eye. Or
Or
the green eye. Or I could leave the, no, gotta have the black dot there. Maybe I need a flatter white bead.
what about a white sequin? Do you have a little white sequin?
Oh yeah, I do.
I have to get this finished today because I don't want them hanging around. My another unfinished project. So I'm zooming here, guys. I'm not really. You know how it goes. Ron did me a whole bunch of these little top hats to make Christmas decorations out of. So I did them with put little flower arrangements on them so that they could hang on the tree. They were very cute. Oh, I'm covered in paint. It's okay. I'm washable. All right. So that needs to dry. I'm going to go wash my brush and my hands.
There. The green doesn't show up a whole lot. But I don't want to do the blue because the only thing I can find in the blue, well, yeah, the only thing I can find in the blue that's big enough is flowers, and that's here, so I don't want to do the blue. So it's green or orange. And instead of taking all this off, I'm just going to put this on over it, and then we can decide.
You know, there it is. There it is.
Okay, and there's the orange. You can't really see that too well, can you? All right.
All right.
Orange and green.
Oh, I like that. That looks good. What do you guys think?
The the orange just shows just a smidgen, so it looks like he's got glasses on. So maybe I could find some orange thread to put a little nose piece between them. I don't know. I think I like the orange better than the green. I, yeah, that's what we're going with. There we go. Yep, I'm happy with that. Yeah, now you don't have a needle or thread sticking up in it. It's really cute.
I think I did that wrong. Nope. Yep, I did that wrong. Oh, there we go. Silly Kim. She's going to have a black bow tie.
Now we're going to do some hair just because I don't know what I want to do next. So,
Hair is always fun.
mm-hmm. Just going to put a mix of beads over here. Mrs. I'm when I worked at the bead store many years ago, I'd do a project and I'd have messes and little piles like this all over my bead boards. And when I was done, I just put them together and put them in a cup or a bag or something. Now I sort them all. It's crazy. I don't know why I do that. I really don't, but I do. And I never used to do that. And it drives me crazy. But I'm doing things different. I'm doing different kind of beading things. So maybe that's why. And I definitely need um, sizes of beads to be different. Not different, consistent with each other when I make a little bead project. If there's not consistency on some things like that rope that I made, it's not going to look nearly as good. Okay.
I should put a weight in his bum. Because
Do you have a washer you could
I
sew on him?
do. I was just thinking that.
Great minds think alike.
Yep, yep, yep. You too, Arlene. Thanks for coming. Oh, I'm fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. Come on, wake up, wake up.
Thanks, Arlene. Glad you showed up. I guess I should say glad you made it. Glad you were here.
Yeah, yeah. It was nice to see you. I think it's clear. Well, it's clearer than it was.
My color seems to be fuzzy, so I don't know. As much trouble as I've had with my eyes lately. It's hard to say. I'm going to have to find a different place for my camera because it's easiest for me to set right here, but then I have to move my chair. Oh, well, this is going to have to work. Quit your whining, Jean Ann.
So I made just a little black bow tie. It's going to go right there. And the top hat. I want to put big mouth on it now because our one of our jokes all the time was, "Do chickens have lips?" Right? So almost looks like Mr. Peanut.
Yeah, he kind of does. Is that a bow tie or a mustache?
Bow tie. Bow tie.
Kind of would have, at first glance, I saw a mustache, but I see
Yeah.
that's a bow tie.
Oh, look. It didn't stick to the hot glue. Well, let's try that again.
See what I mean by consistent? All of these beads, and I know you can't tell it very well, came out of the same size container for the to be the same sized.
Yeah.
And this little bitty one right here, which is not showing up, is like,
Oh, I know. I
you
get it.
know,
I do.
in fact, it's not even going to go over the eye of the needle. She's going to have multicolored hair.
All right.
Oh, I made that way too long. Do I want to have her having bangs? Nope, not there. She's gonna take some of this off.
Okay, this is a way big leaf. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. When in doubt, chop it up. It's still a large, but that's okay. I have no problem with that. Then, which flower? I like this one. I really like that one. Maybe
Which way do y'all like it? This way or this way? Because I can actually
that's
bring.
close. That I like it nice and close like that. Whoa.
I don't know. For my eyes, this is easier. I just brought my camera down a little bit closer, but I can see. I don't feel like I have to stay in one spot. But I'm not the one watching this, so feel free to give me your opinion.
Yep, definitely needs a weight on the bottom with that hat.
Oh, he's so cute.
And I am going to add more hair because I think that would be fun.
So is anybody working on anything while they're following along?
Boop! He's too heavy, top heavy. Definitely needs something heavy on his bum.
Thank you, Susie. This way you can see all of our boo-boos.
Yeah, and the mess. Shh. Yeah.
I like this needle. I like it more than I thought I would. I won't be able to use it on tinier beads, but these beads are okay. I just wish now it was longer.
Let's do that. Yep, that hat's pretty darn heavy. But I grabbed a couple of washers.
Her hair is so nice and styled and straight, but it's going to get funky. I mean, that's kind of a given, right? I have to tell you this crazy thing I did. Oh, cool. That sounds fun. I spilt some beads on the floor, and I don't know about y'all, but me getting down on the floor is hard enough, but getting up is like, I don't want to call 911, you know? So I have this little bitty vacuum. It runs by batteries, and I use it to pick up little scraps or beads when I spill them. But this was the floor. So I took this and put it on the floor and grabbed my long, pinchy, grabby tool, and I scooted it around with the grabby tool. I'm sure it would have been quite the sight for somebody who might have walked in and seen that. But it worked. That's what matters. You know, as crafters, we come up with creative solutions.
We do, we do, we do. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to have to sew those washers on because the hot glue doesn't really work with metal. Cools off too fast. But that's okay. I have the technology and it won't take long. And then I'll put the rest of the hair in. Props for your niece's production of Aladdin. That's nice. Yeah. Those definitely need to be sewn down. Woohoo, I'm using up yarn.
When my daughter was in high school, She did Alice in Wonderland.
Cool.
It was a really cool play. You know, another thing I've learned since I've had more time for painting and crafting and what have you in my life now is I need to stand up more often.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I sat here, I bet 3 hours, and I stood up and I thought I was getting up off the floor. It hurt so bad. My knees like, why were you doing to me?
I understand that one for sure. And it's bad because then I have to go up the stairs, right? So
Yeah.
then it takes a while to get mobile.
And I wonder what people always think about me when we're traveling and we stop for the bathroom, you know. Gary's already in the building, you know, an hour before I'm even out of the car. I get up and I kind of waddle until my feet get their groove back on. And that's probably why that young girl offered to help carry out my stuff yesterday. She probably felt really bad for me. Wow.
Well, I have to admit, like this car that we bought, um, I have to have a pillow under my feet because the way the seat is, it cuts off the circulation at the back of my knees.
Yes.
So when we traveled to BC, I couldn't walk most of the time we were there. And it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Guess I should knock that.
That's like we have bar stools in the kitchen, and that's usually where I sit to have coffee. I'll have a few drinks in my coffee, and then I'll think, if I don't get up, I'm going to hurt. Because and when we go to a restaurant or anything, I won't sit at the high tables.
Yeah.
Now her hair kind of looks like she's got curlers in her hair.
That's cool.
I could have done that.
Okay, I need to add the rest of this hair. And then, well, you know, it's cool. This guy's going to be finished. Needs a name other than Yellow Bird.
Big Bird.
Big Bird. Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess it could be Big Bird. Big Bird. Kind of like the name Gwen. Just Gwen.
He kind of looks like a Glen.
Oh, I flattened the beak. I had her on her face.
You're giving it a guy name, but now she's on her face.
Well, but it's got flowers on her hat.
So you need to call her Dawn.
Dawn. Oh, like Dawn. Dawn.
Or it could be Don, whichever it decides it wants to be. Because one day it could be a dawn, and the next day it could be a dawn.
True. Sherry, those are cute. Sherry's making little monsters.
Oh, how fun.
She's crocheting them. She's got all the pieces laid out and sent me a picture of them. I can't show because I don't have another screen down here. Oh,
So I have the basis of her hair, just mostly just to give it a be covered. And now I'm doing some bangs and they're going to be loopy. And then I'm going to come back in here and put some longer pieces that just hang. Kind of like I did this other doll.
it'll still be fine, Sherry. Sorry, Jean.
Like I did this one, where it's got the loopy hairs
Yeah.
and then it's got this in the back. Because now looking at this, I wish I'd have made this longer back here. But I'm going to actually make these pretty long to come, you know, like this. I just didn't want it bare back here.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to grow your hair long, so I want this young lady to feel just as happy about having her long hair as she can. Really disappointed in those dark blue beads. They keep getting smaller and smaller.
That's too bad. That's really annoying, though. Like if you
Yep,
expect quality beads for what you pay for beads these days.
no kidding. I wait for the ones I like and then they go on sale and then I get like these are Toho's size 8.
Okay.
And when I ordered them, I spent $70, but I got like I don't know, probably 40 tubes.
Yeah.
So none of them were over $2. I kind of give myself a limit because for one, I don't need them. But now that I have started doing more things with them, the consistency and size is so much more important.
Well, that's it, right? Like, I mean, especially if you're doing jewelry and things,
Yeah,
you want it to be. Oh, that's my kid. Hang on, I gotta go see what this is about. First, I have to find my flipping cursor. There we go. Oh, isn't that lovely? Sorry, my middle grandson got his learner's permit for driving today, and he drove home from the city in this ucky weather. Oh, that's awesome.
and he did okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's nice to see. How my babies are growing up.
Yep. Is did you say your middle? It's not your youngest.
No, that's the middle. But I mean, the youngest isn't that far behind. There's not much difference in age between them.
That's good. I like that I had my kids close, fairly close in age.
Me too.
They're not. I mean, there's 2.5 years between them, but yeah, I like that. There was two and a half between me and my sister, and then my brother, there was 7 years. So
Yeah. Well, there was 2.5 between my girls, and but there's 11 years between my sister and I. So, it's like having a second mom.
yeah,
That kind of
definitely.
gap. Tis it is. Look, I only have a few more pieces of hair left to add. Woohoo! You know what,
Okay.
Sherry? Definitely. But they don't have to look exactly like the picture. Seriously. They're monsters. They can be creepy, they can be fun. You can add extra rows and make the horns bigger, smaller. They're lovely. They can be absolutely lovely.
So we probably should have picked something that we already either had started because we're not supposed to be doing new things.
True. But the thing is that this is, you know, 4 more pieces of hair and it's done. So I managed to complete something totally in the stream, and it's not often I do that.
Maybe we should go buy a lottery ticket today, huh?
Oh, I bought one yesterday when my girlfriend were out and I were out for lunch. I needed to stop and pick up something from the grocery store for Sunday's stream, and I figured, might as well get a lottery ticket while I'm here.
So what are you doing in Sunday stream?
I'm doing sweetened condensed milk, like the Eagle brand milk.
You're making it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be darned. I didn't even know you could.
Well, the thing is, aside from me being cheap, the problem is the recipe makes a quart, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to half it because unless you're doing your Christmas baking or a whole whack load of baking, you don't need a quart of sweetened condensed milk.
True.
So I'm going to make a half recipe, and then I guess I'm going to have to bake something, which is okay because I've got kids coming this week for supper. Um, so anyway, yeah, no, we're going to do sweetened condensed milk because I think it's cheaper. Um, the last time I bought a thing of Eagle brand, it was just under $4.
Oh, wow.
I know.
I don't go to the grocery store. So when Gary comes home and tells me the prices on something, or if he remembers to save the receipt for me, because I do a couple different apps where I can get, I
Yeah.
usually just get Amazon cards because I order on Amazon. And I mean, it's not anything big. I don't make big money on it,
No.
but
Every
um,
dollar helps.
that's right. And so the other day I said, I need another 12 pack of Sprite. Well, I get a 12 pack of Sprite and it lasts me sometimes 2 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have a whole day and that's all I drink. I might drink 3 cans and I don't drink anymore for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And, I'm not a big soda person anymore. I used to drink Diet Pepsi all day, every day. That's all I drank.
Yeah.
And then when they said give up caffeine, I went to Sprite, and I don't love it like I loved Pepsi.
Yeah.
So I'm content with water.
We're done.
Cool. Let me make you front and center. Oh, so cute.
It does look like a mustache,
Yep.
but it's definitely a bow.
Well, when you hold it and you can see it's a bow, it's, yeah, definitely better.
Yeah. So he's gonna sit on something upstairs.
He's really cute.
Didn't take long. How long have we
So
been streaming?
his just 2 hours.
That's not bad.
So his body was just like you sewed a cup and then closed it.
Um, yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Cool. He's really cute. Well, and if you were to make them again, you would know to put the washers inside before you
I
step.
would. I would put them on the inside and stitch them down there. Um, because he's still top heavy, see? So you kind of got to really squish it down so that he stays sitting.
Or you could just stitch up a little bean bag of something.
Yeah, which I've done for other things like, oh, look, I got all kinds of fuzzy stuff in my tea. Um, fiber. Um, no,
Literally.
when I was doing the little monsters and stuff for sale, I would do that. If I expected them to be sitting, I would, you know, put like a little bag of something with sand or rice or something in it.
It's really cute, Kim.
Thanks. Thank you for sharing that picture with me.
Yep.
I do really like the ones with the sunglasses. And because this yarn is so much thinner, it's like a baby weight yarn.
Uh-huh.
Those ones that you sent the picture of look like they'd be a worsted weight yarn, like a Super Saver or whatever. So then it would be much tighter stitching as well.
Yeah. It's really cute.
I wonder if I could brush this, make it fuzzy. Let me go get a little brush. We'll see. If anything, we can.
Well, I have her back of her hair, and then I've given her some bangs. I'm going to have to make another long one that gets in her eyes because, you know, that one is actually bothering me. But I think she's going to be cute. I just don't know what else I want to do for decoration.
Ah,
I suppose
yeah.
I'll know when I get to it, right?
I think she needs big kissy lips.
You know what? I don't know where, but I have a sequin of lips.
Ooh,
I don't know where, but I know I do because I put one on Kennedy's
right.
K that I made her.
Yeah.
So,
Have you started the E yet?
shh.
Never mind. I didn't ask anything.
No, I need to do that. I really do. She hasn't asked me, so I'm
But you've
good.
got a birthday coming up, Mom.
I know. I know. She would love to have that, and I need to get that for her.
Well, it
It,
brushes a little bit, but it doesn't brush nicely. As I would really have to tease it.
like, you are silly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I like my little ghost sequin I made.
It is very cute.
It is. I may have to. Well, maybe it's such a good idea. I should copyright that. It could be an angel if I gave her a halo too.
Yeah.
Yes, Belinda says I've known the name Morgan, Kennedy, and Tracy as names for both boys and girls. You know what? I know a person named Kim
Yeah.
in
So do
both
I.
girls and boys, and I
When
know jeans that are both girls and boys.
yeah, When we moved out here, my next door neighbor's husband's name was Jean, or Kim, rather. And she got such a kick out of introducing Kim to Kim. It was kind of fun.
I even remember the last name of the person who I know that was Kim,
Cool,
male, Kim Macer.
cool.
Isn't that crazy? I don't remember, what I had for lunch yesterday, but
Isn't that annoying?
oh, it is. The older I get, the worser it gets. I may be looking all day for the
Oh my goodness. I've got
lips.
to glue those glasses down. Look, should I do them in a different color than white?
Maybe. There they are. There they are. I knew it would show up. I got all my sequins into one box now. The
Awesome.
fact that it's this big. Yeah. Okay. Where are you?
What about cat eye glasses?
Oh, that sounds cool.
Does that work? I have to make them a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I've got lots of pipe cleaner.
So there's some pink lips.
Look at these. Oi, now I have to go get another pipe cleaner.
Oh, we're just going to have to dump these because I'm not having any luck. Okay, so we have a mess. So we have these big pink lips. You guys can see that. I swore I saw red ones though. Here's a little red one. There's a big red one and a big pink one. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself front and center real quick just to pick my lips. So here is the big kind of fuchsia hot pink and the light pink. And I don't think I like the light pink. It just kind of washes out. And the big red ones. And the little red ones.
Oh, I like the big ones, I think.
The red or the fuchsia?
Uh, oh.
Okay, so we have red
Mm. I think
and
the fuchsia because red and green.
the fuchsia. Yeah, I think so too, but she's got this kind of pinkish stripe down the side too. So
Yeah.
now I got to figure out where I want to make the holes to stitch it on. Get you guys out of here. You'll cling to everything. You know what? I'm going to find another pink lips before I go too much further. Just, I guess it doesn't matter because I could do red if I can't find it. I just would hate to screw up my hole punch. There we go. There we go. I got it. Ooh, I like this one better. This one's got a fold in the middle, so it looks more like real lips.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
It's got to have 2 holes. So I don't know if I want to put like 2 in the center or on the corners. Decisions.
How about those glasses?
Oh my gosh. Look at those glasses, guys. Hey, I'm going to have to take that. I'm going to mute myself real quick and
Okay.
leave you up.
Okay. I really like the way those glasses worked. I have these 2 little pieces of gold pipe cleaner left. I'm thinking maybe I should stick them in with these flowers on the hat. It could be cute.
I'm thinking that was butt dial.
Ah.
But it was my sister, and that always kind of concerns me.
Yes.
Since that's where my daddy lives.
Yes. So should we call it a day so you can call her back?
Let me get these. Yeah, probably. And it's been 2 hours, 2.25 hours.
It has.
So. Well, I want to thank you all for playing with us. I hope we didn't bore you too much. I would love to tell you what we're going to do next week, or what I'm going to do next week, or what Kim's going to do next week, but I don't know. But I'm sure something exciting will cross our paths. And maybe it'll just be working on something we have started. So
yeah,
I thank you all for coming. Now
yeah,
this is weird. I haven't got a phone call in like 4 or 5 days that went all the way through. This rang one time. I didn't reach over and touch my phone. And now I have a voicemail from my sister.
Huh. Yeah, I guess we should get off. Thanks, guys, for being here. Everybody
Thanks,
in the
everyone.
gallery and anybody who watches replay. Hugs to you all.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.